I was woken up to a radio station playing, and it's a station that claims that they don't have ads for a period of time, but they were reminding me that they don't have ads. Following this, apparently, that period ended while they were talking instead of playing music, and then they bombarded with me with a number of advertisements, three of which involved my health, which factors into the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act, among other things. Shiesty shit. This is the first video I've seen online all day. 3,702 people have circulated it. 96,000 have clicked the heart sigil. And no one in there apparently has thought about what this guy is shopping around. I left a lot of comments on here, especially since, he was like, bullying is bad. I pinched the video, and his video has a watermark on it. Maybe they fixed that on TikTok. Maybe they didn't. I don't know yet. I haven't saved a video. I'm going to try it in a moment. And you got a gal here who's just redefining things because that's what she believes. As it reads, she says, people think that anarchy means total chaos and destruction, but it really means rejecting concentration of power in the hands of a few in government. And 4,204 people clicked the little heart thing. So I said, your assumption is noted. And I picked on one other kid who was like, punk will never die, social engineering sticker, because those are punk as fuck. And I left the usual on there, because this kid's dumb. And TikTok will probably flag that, because I said dumb, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't see the... Oh, no, I thought it did pop up. Here's this. This is just the dumbest fucking thing I've heard today. This is worse than the other garbage, because the other garbage was inevitable, based on Big Pharma.
Become an anarchist. Become a socialist. Reject.
That's how this begins. For fuck's sake. That's how this fucking begins. And did I see a NoFX? I'm trying to see if it is on there or not. I thought he had a little NoFX patch, but maybe I'm wrong. And if so, Fat Mike promotes, whether he has one or not, Fat Mike promotes censorship. Which is the least fucking punk thing anybody could also do.
Become an anarchist. Become a socialist. Reject capitalism. Reject racism. Reject classism. Reject Abrahamic religions, all of them. Be a good person based off of mutual respect and not off of external signifiers created by those who stole all of the resources.
I'm trying to pause it. External signifiers. Do you hear how the kids speak like fucking robots these days? Virtue signaling. It's by design, not coincidence. And most people have bought into it. I'll dance it back.
Be a good person based off of mutual respect and not off of external signifiers created by those who stole all of the resources during colonialism and feudalism. Reject capitalism. Become an anarchist. Become a socialist. Don't be a racist. Don't be a classist.
This isn't satire.
Fuck it all. Become an...
Damn, that sure was empowering. I would love to click repost and circulate this fucking propaganda. How many times have I talked to you guys about the two things he starts off with? How many of you know what the opposite of anarchy is? How many of you understand that? I mean, the kids in here don't understand the definition of anarchy, apparently, or at least that gal doesn't. But how many of you? And how many of you care to? And how many of you appreciate that in the fucking programming you are told about anarchy? The flip side to this does not come up in the programming, which is a red flag. And it's because you and I are living through it currently. But our masters have been paving the way. They've been normalizing this. They've been making you familiar with anarchy. Why would they do that? Because things take time, as people say. And most of you probably don't understand it, because these kids sure as shit don't fucking understand it. I just wonder sometimes if people like this play chess, and just how bad they are at it. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance when you're playing chess, one of you is going to win. That's the difficult thing about that. And when it comes to you and I, Only one person playing that game is playing that game, and you and I are just sitting on our fucking thumbs. While people like this help help the opposite, or help the person playing against us. Yeah. I'm just so frustrated with shit like this. It's just disgusting, and this is what's circulated because the algorithm also won't censor this. If this was so up and coming and it was so fucking thoughtful, it was profound. It's the thing that you should do because it's really rebellious. It wouldn't be circulated on the DARPA internet on free social media platforms, for fuck's sake. But these kids haven't given that any thought. Now, getting down to it, socialism is fascism. So this guy just told you to be a fucking fascist. If you listen to it.
Become an anarchist.
Be a fascist.
Reject capitalism.
It's the same fucking thing. It's a shade of fascism. He just told you to buy into another umbrella fucking bullshit scheme. Which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then he'll go on and he'll whine about colonialism and other shit like that. And some of you probably still don't know what I'm talking about unless I spoon feed you this shit. Some of it I've left online. Some of it I've broken up across videos. Most people don't take the time to find any of these things because I'm not singing the same stupid fucking dogmatic praise that's in place to mislead, manipulate, and subjugate you and I, that this piece of shit is shopping around on the internet. It's disgusting. It is fucking disgusting. In terms of capitalism, he's like, oh yeah, fuck capitalism, blah, 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 because this is all the superficial shit that these kids have been spoon-fed. Capitalism works. It's the only fucking thing that is holding society together currently. The problem with capitalism, and if these kids were truly fucking, using their brains, they would understand this. It's not mom and pop. It's not for the community. It's not punk as fuck. People aren't doing the right thing. Which means that it's third parties, it's conglomerates. Technically, it's a plutocracy pulling our strings. You and I put bread on our masters' tables. That's how it works, because it's not what it should be. Because people like this don't know what they're talking about, which is why they're not fighting for what fucking matters. This guy is a problem, and he has a lot of fucking traction on the DARPA internet. This is the only video I've ever seen of him on here. And it's deplorable. It's fucking deplorable. He is not a well-meaning and intelligent individual that other people should fucking look to as, someone to admire or to model your behaviors after, your modes of thinking, and how you choose to interact with quote-unquote society or the people at large in the community. This guy is a moron.